Hello everyone, and welcome to another counter build for fighting the Ancient Leshen. This time we're going to be talking about the Light Bowgun. There's a lot of things to cover, particularly how I came to my conclusion that this is the build that I wanted, maybe alternative builds, what you shouldn't be using, ammo types, right? Substitutions if you don't have this weapon. The weapon I'm using, by the way, is called the KJARR Decay Light Bowgun, and it's pretty much a copy of the Valhazak Light Bowgun in some ways, in terms of like visual profile, right, the way it looks. And it's actually one of the best new KJARR Light Bowguns to have arrived in the game, if you didn't know that. I know I haven't covered the KJARR weapons yet, so I suppose I should tell you that now. This is one of the best new KJARR weapons that we got, right? And what we're doing here is we have a combination of ammo types we're using. It comes with paralysis, right? So the Ancient Leshen, you can't put him to sleep, but you can paralyze him. Typically just once. You can paralyze him twice if you have a whole lot of paralysis ammo and a lot of patience. You also get spread ammo level 3, so it's kind of like, if you remembered this, the Valhazak Light Bowgun was kind of in competition with the Deviljho Light Bowgun. They actually had a lot in common, and that's true for, I think, all of the Valhazak weapons. They're all kind of in competition with the Deviljho weapons. They're very similar to each other. Well, this is the KJARR version of the Valhazak Light Bowgun, so it's had a lot of improvements over time. And this time the Deviljho Light Bowgun isn't a better option. The Deviljho Light Bowgun, with all of its problems with affinity, this Light Bowgun is just better base stats, basically, right? Not to mention, with the Deviljho Light Bowgun, you wouldn't get the paralysis ammo, you'd be getting the sleep ammo. So if you had to substitute Devil's Madness in for this weapon, you certainly could. All you would have to do is take the build that I'm going to be showing you at the end of the video and swap guns, right? Assuming you don't have this one, that's when I would do it. But you're not going to get the paralysis stun, and you're not going to get as good of affinity, and I think this gun ends up doing more damage because of that. Alright, so you see me firing some of this paralysis ammo at him. What I'm really doing is I'm trying to get him set up to be easily paralyzed later, right? I believe that monsters do, they do something called decay. There's going to be, so if you build up sleep, if you build up paralysis, that buildup kind of does die down over time, but some of it does stay as well. It dies down pretty slow. So we're building up a little bit of paralysis. I shoot him a few times with this dragon pod to give my team a flinch. Yeah, I love doing that with the dragon pods and the bomb pods. You can give your team a lot of flinches. And here you can see me, I'm using the slice ammo as I approach. This is very similar to what I showed you guys with the heavy bowgun counter build, and now I'm putting down the Wyvern Blast. That's a lot of damage with the Wyvern Blast. In fact, that's one of the nice things about the Devil's Madness. That's the Deviljho Light Bowgun that we've been comparing. We've been comparing these two. The Wyvern Blast is actually is a bit stronger. It's not a whole lot stronger. Yeah, actually, the Wyvern Blast is pretty good on this Light Bowgun. And he's further away again. See, you don't run into this problem as much when you play by yourself solo against the Ancient Leshen. He doesn't teleport as far away from you, but in a team, he really will teleport pretty far away unless your team intentionally stays close to each other. He's going to teleport further away, and then you can use your slice ammo on him. What am I doing here? Alright. Ooh, is he going to get me? No. Here I am using the spread ammo level 3 from behind him. You can see it's getting some nice chunks of damage in there. Where is he going? He does like to teleport. There he is. And once again, I'm going to kind of creep up on him and get these spread ammo level 3 on him. He's so tall, it's actually kind of hard to get it's a little bit harder to get the close range mods to activate. You have to get pretty close to him. When he gets knocked over, you're definitely going to get it, but when he's kind of a little bit further away, you don't get it as much. So somebody just mounted him. He's very weak to mount attacks, by the way, guys. If you didn't know that, he's very weak to mount attacks. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use the spread ammo on him. Oof, gotta be careful here. You always gotta be careful with the Rocksteady Mantle when you're fighting against the Ancient Leshen. That's what I'm wearing right now. The problem is, he has a lot of multi-hit attacks that would normally knock you into the air. Ooh, he's knocked down here. Let's see. Yeah, we're shooting him right in the horns. A lot of damage here. And sometimes I get more than 3 shots per clip, and that's because of the spare shot skill that I'm getting from the Zenitjiva Gamma Armor. If you don't have Zenitjiva Gamma Armor, that's okay. Use the Zenitjiva Beta Armor. Right, he's going to move into stage 4. We're going to go ahead and replenish our ammo. What I was talking about with the Rocksteady Mantle before I was interrupted by his knockdown, he has a lot of multi-hit moves, and they do very high damage, but what they do is they knock you up in the air, so that you don't actually take multiple hits from those moves. If you're wearing the Rocksteady Mantle though, since the Rocksteady Mantle makes it so that you don't get knocked up in the air once you've been hit, you can actually take hits from those really powerful attacks more than one time, and then you're going to quickly die because you're wearing the Rocksteady Mantle. It's kind of like one of those tricks Capcom uses to actually punish you for using a good mantle, the same way the Jagras and the Revoltures, both of those are going to ignore the Temporal Mantle. See? So they've designed this monster really well, by the way, if you didn't know that. He has a lot of health. I understand that people don't like that, but he is very well designed. There was a lot of thought put into this. Go ahead and eat a max potion here. You can see we have a good healer. He started healing me as soon as I was in a dangerous, my health bar was in a dangerous zone, if you want to call it that, I suppose. Dangerous level. Here I am. I'm once again shooting him with that slice ammo. Let's go ahead and heal up. Don't want to die. If you keep your health bar full most of the time, yes, the fight might drag on a little longer, but you're gonna save yourself from dying. All right. So the Jagras are out. We're gonna go ahead and get rid of the Jagras. I generally recommend you do focus on them to get rid of them. I do have a teammate using fire ammo. I don't recommend fire ammo. I think that's probably what a lot of you guys are going to try, a lot of you Light Bowgun users, and I've done a lot of testing. When it comes to damage output, you just get better damage output when you use the slice ammo. And that's because slice ammo and fire ammo are doing about the same damage per shot on the Ancient Leshen. His body's too small to get multiple procs from the fire ammo, okay? So the initial burst of damage on him is great, but because you don't get multiple procs because his body's too small, in the end is too weak of an elemental ammo type to be fighting the Ancient Leshen with. Alright, there's the bird bomb. Somebody gonna interrupt him? Yes, somebody interrupted him. Very good. Yeah, so that's why we don't consider fire ammo. The only other ammo type I would really consider for this fight is the support Light Bowgun normal ammo, and I'm not a big fan of that. I think that actually the spread ammo and the slice ammo combination is doing a lot better for this multiplayer situation, because if your teammates kite him away, which they often do, you're able to adapt to this by swapping over to the slice ammo. The slice ammo, by the way, has a lot more range than the normal ammo level 2. And then when he's not far away, you jump into your spread ammo level 3 and you just wail on him with the spread ammo. Man, that move, see, that move's supposed to knock you in the air. If you're wearing Rocksteady Mantle, you might actually die from that. Now I'm just taking a ton of damage to this fight. One of the things I have not done in the fight yet, one of the things I hadn't figured out as of the recording, I didn't make this recording today, I made it a little while ago. I hadn't really figured out how to dodge many of his root attacks, so I'm during the recording of this video, I'm still trying to figure that out. It's very valuable to be able to dodge moves, let me tell you that. So we have a whole bunch of Jagras. Me and this other Light Bowgun user are going to go ahead and get rid of them. And the spread ammo is just doing a terrific amount of damage per Jagras, so it's really not a bad option. So is the Wyvern Blast. The Wyvern Blast I feel like is a little more valuable though. Like if you could get the Wyvern Blast around the Ancient Leshen, that's actually a little better for you. So there we go. We cleaned those up pretty fast, didn't we? Yeah, those are gone. And actually the fire ammo is not bad on the Jagras, but honestly it's just not that good on the Ancient Leshen himself, so I do not recommend it. Right? Because with this build, I'm able to use the slice ammo from good range, just like you would with the fire ammo, but I'm also able to use the spread ammo, level 3 on him when he's knocked down, like right now, and the spread ammo does a good job with the Jagras anyways. Per shot, right? Lots of damage per shot. Alright, so he's been knocked over again, and one of the odd things about the Ancient Leshen I noticed is after you break one of his parts, he tends to do a thing where he just kind of walks around for a while. So he stunned me, and there he goes, he's walking around. He always seems to do this right after a part break. It's almost like an opportunity for free damage. So if you're wondering how do we get more damage on the Leshen, you do a few things. You paralyze him, you break one of his parts, and you mount him. Those are the 3 main ways to crowd control him. And in this case, we've got the slice ammo, which is probably going to contribute a lot actually toward breaking his horns, as well as the paralysis ammo, which is not true for all of the Light Bowguns. Not all of them have the paralysis ammo. And actually right now you can see that I'm getting the paralysis ready. Alright, so there we go, he's paralyzed. Nice and easy. And I'm trying to get in there. My teammates are flinching the heck out of me. I'm scared to get too close. Oh, there's that longsword user jumping in the air there. Alright, so he's got to be getting pretty close if I had to guess. There we go, I'm getting my Wyvern Blast down. One of the nice things about the Wyvern Blast, actually, is when he has enough Revoltures, if you just set that Wyvern Blast down at his feet, the Revoltures will actually set off the Wyvern Blast. I'm going to test these. Dragon Pods. Okay, we'll use the Dragon Pods. The Dragon Pods are not too bad. I believe it's about 2 of them will cause a flinch. Could be wrong about that, but I'm pretty sure 2 shots of the Dragon Pods is going to give you a flinch. And when you have a team of 4 players, flinches are useful. They are helpful. They pause them and allow your teammates to keep attacking. Oh, he dodged that there. The Jagras are back out. Come on. Oh no, I'm gonna get hit by this. Yup. Always getting hit by that move. I really ought to put my mantle on. I've got my temporal mantle. I'm just so greedy I don't put it on. I don't know what I would be saving it for, right? I should just be using it. Okay, so another thing I want to mention is that in the fight, you can actually jump to the camp and grab more slice ammo if you want to. That's why the video just skipped. I actually jumped to camp and I grabbed more slice ammo. But I didn't want to have to make you watch that. It's just kind of pointless to watch. Also, in this case, the camp is right there. So he's actually very close to the camp number 1 in the Ancient Forest. So I was like, I'll grab more ammo. Here we are. We're going to go ahead and get rid of these Jagras once again. Ooh, that's a lot of damage. Alright. And I guess they're pretty much done with. Man, he hit with a lot of Revoltures there. He gets really dangerous when those Revoltures reach a high tier, high level. I don't really know. They seem to have levels. They're like an aura, basically, the Revoltures. He gets a higher tiers of Revoltures, and then he seems to use that attack more often when they're at a high level. Come back. We still have 1 Jagras running around, and he is really teleporting far away, isn't he? There he is. Yeah, if you don't chase him, he actually comes to you. He does chase you. It doesn't look like he chases you, but he does. Oh, that's confusing. When he sends those Revoltures out, and he sends them out in every other direction, that is confusing. He's got to be close now, though. See, I'm shooting him in the head. He's got his shield up. Let's go ahead and use the Hunter Rune to get rid of that. There we go. Oh, and we set him on fire. That's kind of nice, right? Setting him on fire. Oh, that's the bird bomb. Somebody interrupted it. Very good. He's howling. He wants to bring in more Jagras. Oh, and there he goes. He's dead. I love it when he points his hand at who he wants the Jagras to follow. It's so comical when he does that. Alright, so this is my recommended build. Slice ammo, spread ammo, paralysis ammo on the KJARR Decay Light Bowgun. If you don't have that, probably the Devil's Madness as a substitute, or the support Light Bowgun with normal ammo too, but I think that won't be quite as good. Alright, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.